Hi there, and welcome. It's Korean time. Lesson 32, Grammar 1. So, how do you make an adjective a part of the sentence, not just at the end in Korean? You put it in front of a noun, just like in English. However, since the adjective has da at the end, you need to add something to the adjective base first. That something is the marker n. This shows when an adjective is being used, like big hat, tall girl, old building. In English, the word order is our clue. In Korean, we have the marker too, so we can be sure we're describing the noun that's after it. Now you can make really descriptive sentences. You'll hear this a lot. For example, you might hear 큰, big, more than 커요, it's big. You are really unlocking the secrets of Korean now. Let's practice using adjectives. In other words, this modifies a noun that comes after an adjective. When the stem of an adjective ends in a vowel or its final consonant n is used. When the stem of an adjective ends in a final consonant except for n is used. Consonant n, to be small, 작다, small, 작은. Consonant vowel plus n, to be big, 크다, big, 큰. Now, as you're listening, try to close your eyes and hear the adjective. So what sound will you listen for? Listen for the n, right? And then find out what's after it. What's the noun that it describes? Listen carefully.
리안 씨, 배가 많이 아파요? 네, 아까 찬 것을 많이 먹어서 그런 것 같아요.
Rihan, do you have a stomachache? Yes, I think it is because I have just eaten something cold. It was hard to catch. Did you hear it? What's the adjective we learned like this? 찬. Great, good. What's that from? Yeah, it means cold. What's the word after it? 것은. So, is that a noun? Yes, it is. Good. And it means in this case? Something. You can often hear adjectives like this. Adjective 것, adjective 것은. So always keep your ears open. And let's hear something more.
누가 지민 씨예요? 저기 키가 작은 사람이에요.
Who is Jimin? Jimin is the short person over there. Yeah, short person. How can you say that? 작은 사람. If you meet me, you might say the same thing. Wow. Who is she? She is the short person. What if you're talking about someone who's very tall? Okay, change 작은 사람 to tall person. 키가 큰 사람. You got it. Great. And now let's check one more thing about the kind of restaurant.
이 근처에 맛있는 식당이 있어요. 서울 식당에 가보세요. 불고기가 아주 맛있어요.
Is there a good restaurant near here? Go to the Seoul restaurant. The bulgogi is very delicious. Okay, what kind of restaurant is it? In Korean, what did we say? 맛있는, good. And in English, good restaurant. What kind of good? We mean delicious. You got it. Lesson 32, Grammar 2. We've used also and also in another way to show the reason for something. But it can also be used to say what happens first. You'll notice that it's used with certain Korean expressions like go out to eat, or with things that are steps in a series like meet and then talk with someone. it's not really used with unrelated events, even if one happens before the other. So we follow the vowel rule and remember the special verb 하다, which becomes what? 해서. Great. To go, 가다. Go and then, 가서. To meet, 만나다. Meet and then, 만나서. To take, 찍다. Take and 찍어서. To get off, 내리다. To get off and then, 내려서. To do laundry, 빨래하다. Do laundry and then, 빨래해서. To call, 전화하다. Call and then, 전화해서. Let's hear some examples of this.
오늘 저녁은 밖에 나가서 먹을까요? 아니요, 그냥 집에서 먹어요.
Shall we go out for dinner tonight? No, I just eat at home. Oh, do you feel disappointed? Yeah, it's fun to go out and eat sometimes. So what's the phrase that means go out and eat? 나가서 먹어요. Great, but some people want to just stay home and eat a simple meal. So they can go home and eat. 집에 가서 먹어요. Good. Let's hear a final example.
가족들에게 선물을 보냈어요? 네, 옷을 사서 보냈어요.
Did you send gifts to your family? Yes, I bought clothes and sent them. Good. Would you say this normally? I bought clothes and sent them? You might, but here is one phrase. 사서 보냈어요. Good. If people buy food like a takeout and then they eat it, what do we say then? 사서 먹어요. Good.
32과 1. 대화를 듣고 질문에 알맞은 것을 고르십시오. 어서 오세요. 뭘 드릴까요?
여기 불고기 1인분하고 비빔밥 하나 주세요. 그리고 공깃밥도 하나 주시고요.
손님, 불고기는 2인분 이상만 돼요.
그럼 불고기만 2인분 주세요. 공깃밥 2그릇 하고요.
남자가 주문한 것은 무엇입니까?